In our this slide, we will be discussing about the searching operation. We have already discussed what is searching at our first introduction chapters. So searching is an operation to find location of a particular item in the collection of data elements. To search is said to be successful if the item does appear in the list and unsuccessful otherwise. That is, if the item does not appear in the list. There are two different searching techniques in data structure. They are firstly linear searching and second is binary searching. So first we will go with the linear searching. It is also known as sequential searching. In this process, the searching will compare all the elements of the list in a sequential order. That is, the item we are searching for will be compared with all the elements in the list one by one until we find the required item in the list in the sequential order until finding the required item in the list. So once after comparing, if the item matches with the any element of the list, that means we have found our item or the item have appeared in the list, that is we will go with successful searching. If none of the elements are compared with the item or is not equal to the item, that means it is a unsuccessful searching. So here is the algorithm of linear searching. We have a array A. This is the list of items. We have a list of elements. We have an item that we are searching for. We have a variable that is the location, and n is the total number of elements present in the list. So we have a for loop, that is the condition that we have one variable I that will start from the first element and will end up to the total number of elements present in the array. So I first starts or is initialized with the value 0 and continues up to when I is until I is less than n. If this condition satisfies, then two things are going to happen. One, I will be incremented by 1 and there will be a check that if a of I is equal to item or not. If it is equal to item, then we will come out of the loop and we will be seeing that if I is equal to n. If I is equal to n, that means we have reached the last element and we have not found the item and it is a unsuccessful searching. We will set location as -1. That is, we are out of the list. So if a of I is equal to item, then there will be a break and we will return the location as the I value. Okay, so we will come to the else part, that is if a of I is equal to item, then after break we will come to the else part. Here we will print that the item is found at the location of ith position. So ith value will be the location and here we are going to return the location. If we reach up to the n value and till n value we have not found the item after comparing each and every item, so it will show that there is an unsuccessful searching and we will be returning location is equal to -1. That is, it is an unsuccessful searching. So this is how linear searching is done. Here is an example of linear searching, that is we have to find the item. Here is 20 and here there are 8 elements in an array starting from the index 0 to 8. Sorry, there are 9 elements in the array starting from index 0 to 8. So first we will start search with 10. That is, we will search the item A of 0, that is 10, is not equal to 20, A of 150 is not equal to 20, A of 230 is not equal to 20, and so on. At the sixth index number, A of 6, we will find 20 is equal to item, so we will take this value, index number. Here the I was incremented by 1, 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then finally at I value 6, we have found the element. So the location is set as 6 here. Next, we will be learning about the next method of searching operation, that is binary searching. The binary search is a search which is applied on a sorted array. It is an efficient searching algorithm which can be used to find the location for a given item. In this type of search, the array will be reduced to a half segment of elements during each stage. So here goes the algorithm. The binary search algorithm is applied on the array A. We have a lower bound, we have upper bound, and the item we are searching for. First, the beginning is set as the lower bound and the end value is set as upper bound. Then we will be finding the mid value of the list or the array. So after finding the mid value, one mid value is one address. So first we need to check that is A of mid value is equal to item or not. If not, and beginning is less than equal to end, then we will be coming to the condition loop. If A of mid is greater than the item, then what we need to search, where we need to search, that means the A of mid value is greater than the item. That means we need to search the element from the upper bound, from the lower bound to mid minus 1 position. So here the lower bound is already set as the beginning. So beginning will be equal to the lower bound, but the end position is going to change. End is no more upper bound and will be the previous element of the mid value, that is mid minus 1. Okay, if this condition does not satisfy, that is A of mid is less than the item, then obviously we will be searching at the next half part of the list, that is the beginning will be mid plus 1 and end will be stick to it, that is end will be upper bound. So this is how the searching will be done, and we will be getting, or the search of the array will be reduced to half of the segment of elements during each stage of search. So if at any location this condition comes that A of mid is equal to item, then that mid position will be set as location and at the last location will be returned. Else, as usual, it will be an unsuccessful search. So location will be set as -1 and similarly unsuccessful search -1 location will be returned. So this is how binary search is done. We will see one example of binary search here. For example, this is a sorted. So first we need to remember that binary search is being done on a sorted array only. So if we are first finding, we are for example searching for 23. So first we will get the mid value. So mid value is lower bound 0 plus 9 divided by 2. That is the integer value we are getting 4. So 16 is the mid value. Then we need to check, is 23 greater than 16? Yes, 23 is greater than 16. That means we don't need to check the left side elements. We need to check only the right side elements. So here 5 will be the upper bound and this will be the or 5 will be the beginning and 9 will be the end. So what we have done? We have done mid plus 1 value, that is the beginning, and here 91 is the, or the ninth index number is the end. Here again, what we need to do? We need to again find the mid value of this array. So here we have beginning 5 or lower bound 5 and upper bound 9. So the mid value we are getting, that is lower bound plus upper bound, is 14 divided by 2, 7. So the mid value is now 7 here, and we have the element 56. Again we need to check, is 23 greater than or less than 56? 23 is less than 56. So what we need to do? Need to check the left side of this list. That is, we need to check the upper bound as 5 and lower bound as 6. So by getting the mid value of this, we are getting that 5 is the mid value of 5 and 6. Okay, because adding 5 and 6 we get 11, and divided by 2 we get the mid value again 5. So here we are going to again compare that, is 23 is lesser, greater or equal to the item? Yes. Here we have got at the 5th position, we have got our item 23. So we have returned the mid value as the location, that is 5. This is how we do the binary search. So this was two very important searching techniques, and with this there is end to the chapter of sorting and searching. I think these videos would be helpful to you. Thank you.